What is up, everybody? Jay Costa here. Today I wanted to talk to you about the brokerage I'm with, and that is eXp Realty. I've been with eXp for coming up on 3 years now, so I feel like I have a pretty good grasp of both the pros and the cons of the brokerage, what it offers to me that no one else does, and some things that it can improve on. So 3 years ago, when I decided to make the move from Keller Williams to eXp, I really switched for two reasons and two reasons only. Number one was the commission split and the cap. And number two was the fact that it was an online cloud brokerage made for people and agents that work from home. Now, if you're not 100% sure on how the cap and the commission structure works at eXp, you could very easily look it up online. You get 80% of every commission check that you get until you hit a certain cap, and that cap at eXp is $16,000. That means that eXp can't make any more from you off of your commission checks in 1 year higher than $16,000. Now, when I was at Keller Williams, the cap in my area, which is the New Jersey tri-state area right outside of New York City, the cap at Keller Williams was $40,000. That was 3 or 4 years ago. I'm not sure what it is now, but that's what it was at the time. The decision to go to eXp was fairly easy for me just based on that cap. If I just do the same amount of business, I'm gonna get $24,000 extra dollars in my pocket just based on the lower cap at eXp. The fact that the cap is the same throughout the country, in my view, really benefits and helps people that are in high-priced areas like I am. Because you hit that cap way quicker than you would if you were in a more median or moderate value area. These first 3 years with eXp, I've capped every single year, and this year I'm having my strongest year yet. I capped probably, I couldn't even tell you, maybe 6 months ago. I capped within the first 3 months of the year with eXp, and I've been getting 100% of my commission since then. The number two pro for eXp Realty is the outstanding support system that they have. Like I said, I am in New Jersey, so I deal mostly with the New Jersey broker and the New Jersey office. They have been nothing short of amazing. They are easy to contact. eXp Realty has a nationwide system in place, both with eXp World as well as Facebook Workplace, where it's basically a Facebook version just for eXp. You can go right on there and live chat your broker directly at any time. They're very quick to respond, very supportive. Now, this was a concern that I had before joining eXp. I was concerned that without a local office, that it would be harder to get that support, whether it was from an assistant or a broker. That is not the case at all. The number three pro for eXp Realty is the training. When comparing to my old brokerage of Keller Williams, there's way more training at eXp Realty. The reason for that is really just because it's all online. eXp Realty was by far the biggest beneficiary of COVID and more people working from home. All the systems were in place already for their agents to work from home because that's what was going on already. So for you to get training, you don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to go into an office. You go right into a virtual reality world. They call it the eXp world. I'm going to say every single day they have probably 10 to 15 different events or 10 to 15 different training classes that you could take if you're looking for training. This is compared to, some of the local offices maybe have 1 or 2 a day, if that. And that's the reason I do recommend it or would recommend it on a case-by-case basis, even to new agents. The number 4 pro for eXp Realty is the stock. When I joined, they started giving me stock in the company, and it has gone probably up 10x, 20x times since I got that stock. And I only think that it's going to grow from here. If you take a look at the chart of EXPI Stock, you'll see the parabolic gain since basically the middle of 2020. As more and more people were seeing working from home being more and more of a long-term issue to deal with, EXPI just skyrocketed. They do offer you stock on a couple different occasions. Really, basically, the number one time that I got stock was when I joined and I got my first transaction of that year. The second time that they give you stock is when you get when you have someone use you as their sponsor and they close on a transaction, you get awarded stock as well. And they also have the option, it's an option, you can opt out if you'd like, for you to have 5% of your commission check every single time, gone right to EXP stock with, I believe, a 20% reduction in the price, a 20% discount. That is huge. Now, the quote unquote catch is that it is vested for 3 years. You can't touch it for 3 years, but that is really, really a great opportunity. Some of the cons that I would say EXP Realty has is number one, brand recognition. Let's call it like it is. EXP is not as big yet as Coldwell Banker or Remax or Keller Williams. There is a little bit of an obstacle when meeting with people and they don't know what eXp Realty is. Now, that being said, you could really honestly turn this into a pro, because when people ask you what is eXp Realty, I've never heard of it. It just gives you an opportunity to explain what eXp Realty is, what they offer to you, and why it is the best option for you. And frankly, I've always thought as a real estate agent that if you're depending on the name of your brokerage to get business, you're in a bad position right from the get-go and you have a problem on your hands. I never really wanted to rely on my brokerage to get business because I wanted to sell myself. And I feel like real estate and selling real estate, you are selling yourself. It's your own business. And frankly, that's why I like eXp, because they let you run your business as your own business and they don't bother you too much unless it's necessary. It also gives you an opportunity to stand out. Explain what eXp Realty is, explain why you're there, and explain why you, no matter what office you're at, would be the one best served to help them. Now, speaking of image, that's the number 2 con I would say about eXp Realty. That is their reputation, at least early on. So early on in like 2016, 2017, when eXp Realty was starting to grow a little bit, it had a bad reputation. I used to get messages upon messages upon messages in Facebook, in Instagram, anything, text calls from EXP agents from other parts of the country, really heavily trying to recruit me into eXp Realty. I got really annoyed by it. If it wasn't for that, I probably would have joined eXp Realty before. That left me with a bad taste in my mouth because it just felt sleazy to me. Since then, eXp Realty has really gone leaps and bounds to improve their image from that. They don't want people coming just to recruit anymore. I've actually heard of big people on social media try to join EXP, and EXP kind of stops them for a second and starts asking them questions like, hey, we see you have a big following. We want to make sure that you're going to be continuing to sell real estate and not just recruit. They also have pretty strict rules that they put in place since then that don't allow you to mass email, mass text, anything like that in regards to recruiting other agents. They don't want to be seen as a discount brokerage. They want to be seen as a competitor to all the other big brokerages, and I think they've done a tremendous job. The number 3 con I'd say with eXp Realty is the lack of a local office. One thing I'd say is if you are someone like me who wants to work from home, eXp Realty is like the place for you to go. But I understand that's not for everybody. If you need a local office and you want that local office environment, eXp is probably not going to work for you. Overall, I am extremely happy at eXp Realty. I have no reason to switch at all. It fits me like a glove in regards to the cap, because I'm in a high priced area. I hit that cap very quickly. And also the work from home environment, and it has all of the support that I need. I can access right from my desk. So I don't regret joining at all. And I'm extremely happy at eXp. Are you at eXp? Are you thinking about joining? Did you join eXp Realty and leave? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And if you like what you hear, if you want to hear more from me and more videos, hit the like button down below, hit subscribe, and click that notification bell. Until next time, guys.